Hello everyone, so I wanted to share this journey with you because I know I have been quite open with this journey because Olivia allows me to be really open with her journey, and I am very grateful for that because I believe that anyone's situation can help more than one person at the same time. So Olivia, you know that Olivia started with me when she was pregnant, and this was right just before COVID, no, actually in the middle of COVID. So we did the whole pregnancy, postnatal, and we have been doing body recomposition in her home. She lives in a boat that is really nice, but it's a boat with minimal equipment, and we have done amazing. I mean, it's one of my success stories. I have many success stories, and I would love to share, but some of you don't allow me to share, so it's fine. But because Olivia allows me to share, I actually just wanted to show you ladies what we can achieve with determination. I'm not going to get into photos because that's very personal. But Olivia is a mother of a 1-year old beautiful baby that we train together, and I feel like my babies because all the babies that I train are my babies. So I currently have 10 babies. It's the best to be a mother without having to be the babies around. I'm kidding. But what I wanted to show you ladies is the journey that we have had with Olivia. Look at this, okay? Here obviously we have the pregnancy, and then after that is all going downhill. Here it was a time in which Olivia wasn't good mentally, in terms of like sometimes it might be not expected, but when you are pregnant, the pregnancy is actually the easiest part, but then the postnatal is the part that is actually the hardest because you are finding yourself lots of challenges that you were not expecting because it's a new environment to you. So we were not focusing on nutrition at all. Actually that was around this time, yeah. And then when we started focusing, no, yes, it's around this time because it's been 6 months. When we started focusing on nutrition with Olivia, we have gone from 93 to 85 now. So we are just 2 inches away from losing 10 centimeters on her waistline, which is crazy, especially because that has never been my pure focus. My pure focus is that her mental health, and she enjoy her workouts, and that we eating healthy, and that we recovery, etc., as well as her weight. You can see a good representation of what happens in a journey. The weight loss is never linear, because this is what I tell you to all of you ladies. Yes, we might have a plan of where we want to go, but we never know what things are thrown in our way, emotionally, challenges from life. So we need to just learn how to navigate these challenges. But anyway, even though we have had some challenges, we went from 73 to 63.1, which has been the lowest weight that she has been at, but not meaning that she's super skinny, because we are also in the best shape of her life, which I'm not going to share photos to, but the transformation has been incredible. Now Olivia, as all of us, or many of us, have problems with challenges in life. Situations come in the way that just test your mental well-being and mental health. So now she is on her midweek check-in. She's saying that she's realizing that she's using exercise as a way to escape to her programs. And then she's asking me if that is bad, or she's kind of self-reflecting, because she's not asking. This is just her journal, and this is the importance of journaling. So she realized it recently, and even because obviously we have now a very kind of like timeline goal, which is her wedding, and we want her to be in the best shape of her life for her wedding, which will give her a lot more focus. But she's also facing some personal challenges, which of course I'm not going to disclose. So she's just realizing that she's using exercise as a way to escape of her problems, yeah. And she is kind of self-reflecting if this is okay or if it's bad, if she should be concerned about it. Now, I'm going to be very biased in this opinion. The reason why I say that I'm going to be very biased in this opinion is because, yes, it's not unknown for all of you ladies that I have been facing very hard things, as per se on my video message, on Monday. And the one thing that has been constant in my life to escape and to make sure that I am kind of like releasing the stress and giving myself some time for myself and feel better is exercise. Now, as anything, whenever we do things compulsory, or whenever we do things obsessively, then the medicine ends up being the illness sort of thing. But what I want to say here is that all of you who are in my program, any of you who are in my program, you can be 100% rest in peace that you are not overtraining, that you are not overdoing. Like, for example, in my own experience, because exercise has always been my way to escape, both exercise and working, sometimes I might neglect facing the reality, and I will just overtrain. And that is the reason why I also have a coach myself, because if I leave my own training on my own hands, I will be on the gym every day 3 hours. I will then be running in the treadmill, because the moment of my day that I am the happiest is the moment that I'm training. Now, we all have way to escapes, okay? Some people uses food. In fact, Olivia in the past used to use food, sweets, and alcohol to kind of escape, yeah? Some people uses alcohol, and some of you here still are using alcohol. And I am in the process of making you realize that this is actually just kind of like is a band-aid to your problem at the moment. But if you're facing any anxiety, or if you're facing any hardship, and you are then throwing into the shape emotional eating, or drinking, or using drugs, this is only gonna make you feel worse about yourself the day after. First, because you know that you didn't feel the bow that you're feeling, and second, because you feel so bad about yourself that you had to do those things, that it will just become like a snowball, in which you go and do those things, then you feel bad about it, then you think you're gonna change, then the feeling of anxiety or anything come, and then you go back into that just because you're not wanting to face that feeling. Now, my question in here is, from exercise you actually get the opposite effect, and in fact she's actually reflecting in that in here, and I'm gonna share it with you. So in here she says, it is really good coping mechanism to make me feel good and strong, and it makes me feel better about myself and cope with my life. Then that is a bloody amazing thing. So this is the beauty of this. So first of all, you can rest in peace that as long as you are training with me, more likely I'm gonna tell you, not to all of you, some of you have to push, but more likely I'm gonna tell you we need to do more and recover more. We need to do less and recover more. So you can rest in peace that with regards the amount of training that I'm getting you to do, you will never be in a position in which you're actually overtraining, escaping your feelings away, okay? And so now I will say, is this a good coping mechanism? For me, it has been my best coping mechanism for 36 years. I have been an athlete since I was a kid, and I have been anxious since I was born. And I believe that the reason why I keep falling back into training is because, again, as I said, I feel really good about myself while I am training, and I feel really good about myself right after training. And it's not just the perception that I have from the training, or the perception that I have from my body getting better when I'm training. It's physically and physiologically proven that when you exercise and when you move, you're releasing endorphins and dopamine, which are both hormones of happiness. We then have oxytocin that you can get when you socialize, and then we have serotonin, which you get when you eat properly, when you eat good, because the serotonin is released all in the guts. So that's why sometimes people confuse that eating chocolate will bring some serotonin. It does, but when you overdo that, then it has the side effects of the sugar, just increasing your anxiety again. So I just wanted to share this message. So if you ever feel that guilty, or if you ever feel that maybe you are having to excuse yourself from having to follow, and this, I'm using Olivia because, as I mentioned, she allows me to share her journey. But this week I've had conversations, the last 2 weeks I have had to have conversations with some of you, and it's very often that I have this conversation with some of you that have to actually face your family members or your friends and say, look, I am following this journey. This is the way I like eating now. This is how much I would love to be drinking this week. Please, if you want to be my friend, don't make me feel bad about it. I have my reasons to follow these. And again, you should be feeling proud about you taking that decision, because again, everyone has a coping mechanism. Everyone has a way to escape to their problems. But what a better way than doing it when you're focusing on yourself, when you're focusing on your health, when you're focusing on something that is only going to give you as a byproduct feeling of fulfillment. So I just wanted to share this because it's really hard, it's close to my heart. Like since I came from Italy, I have focused 100% on my training, my work, and some self-development, because self-development is fucking hard, and sometimes you just don't want to accept the things that you have to accept. So how do I release all the tension that I have? Training, work, and that is it. Do I feel bad about it? No. Am I obsessing over it? No, because I have a coach that is controlling my volume, my intensity, is making me eat when I don't want to eat, is making me rest when I don't want to rest. So that is the importance of coaching. And so this is what I wanted to share, and I hope this helps all of you. And Olivia, congratulations. You know, I'm super proud of you. Mwah. Love you.